Hello, hello. Is it working? All right. It was took a while to start recording there for a reason. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to some more Wartales, and today we're playing as our little group of subscriber-based companions here, and we're going probably back north, or maybe in a more so westernly direction, northwesternly direction. Perhaps we will see. We haven't actually gone this way before, have we? No, so we should probably go this way. We should also open up the compendium really quickly, which... Let's pause the game, I just realised. Like I said, we're just going to forget about the alchemy bit, because as you can see, there's so many various different occupations that you need, and not all of them are listed here. There's some that you like, okay, the anvil is, but like miner, woodcutter, not even listed here. So, you know, yeah, after that, sacrifice one, and honestly, stuff like defensive oil is, every time a skill deals damage, it has a 30% chance to reduce the damage taken for 2 rounds. What the hell? Really? And it's all of these resources, valuable resources, that are 30% chance at damage reduction. Medicine's good, medicine's very useful, but we also could just try and not get hit, you know, or just eventually pay for the medicine that we need. That said, we could also buy the defensive oil from people. It's just that, you know, it doesn't really seem worth it, honestly. For now, though, let's learn how to make a medium rare mutton. Let's just grab that as an option for us, even though we don't have any mutton right now. Might be useful a bit later on. And, well, here we go. I mean, there's stuff here. This looks like some sort of ancient ruin, but can't really do anything with it. We found Saint Eleor Abbey, and we can inspect some of the people here.
I don't want to die.
Okay, apothecary.
Lord Wartales sent me to tend to the injured, but without providing me with the resources to do so. I would be very grateful if you could supply me with some flowers, specifically snow irises.
No, I cannot. Haven't found any yet. Although in the future, maybe. Let's steal something from the abbey if we want. Though that's a bit low.
Don't tell the abbot I said this, but Lord Wartales' sudden vision of Jeru is a bit strange. Don't you think?
Oh, suddenly had a vision of someone and... Right. In this key, politically very useful moment, he's had a vision of a divine figure. Right. And I'm sure the geopolitical situations of the war happening here have nothing to do with it. Is that it? Yeah. Okay, well, a couple of trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing, to pick up from here. And also a blueprint for a brace. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. And then Chronicles of Edoran gives us 1 more knowledge, and then this stuff we can sell later. Okay, that's it in the Abbey, apart from the main guy that we need to talk to. So, Abbot.
Recovery and the victory of Lord Wartales?
Sure, yes.
Lord Wartales is a devout man. Jeru came to him in a dream and identified him as the one true ruler of the land.
He also came to me in the dream and told me that you might need something from me.
It is my holy duty as an abbot to help him. That is why I am tending to his injured soldiers, but I so wish I could do more. Perhaps, if I paid you to take on a number of specific tasks...
Right, now you're talking my language.
Stopping that usurper Lahat from levying his taxes. This would lessen the burden on the farmers, and I could feed the injured properly.
You know what? Done.
Blessed be
We can do that.
Sedenial. The Heart's tax collectors never miss a chance to ransack Boethius. I will take you to the hamlet so you don't get lost.
Alright, sure. Lead the way. Not much of a man for politics, if I'm brutally honest with you. Nor is this entire troop, I suppose. Well, we do have one enthusiast of the region here for us, but even he, I don't think, has any particular opinions on the war. And so, is this, pilgrims make their offering here in the form of alcohol, really? Like, a part of me wants to leave tribute here and see what will happen, but I get the feeling it won't give me the result I think it'll give me. Hello? Black Caravan, level 2. A Zealot and a Fanatic. Do we hit the Black Caravan? Oh, I have to hit the Black Caravan. I can't not fight it. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. I thought I could trade with the Black Caravan or something. Really didn't mean to fight it, but hey, if that's what it's gonna take, fine. This Zealot goes first. What can I do? Make his life a misery. I could, honestly probably just engage him, right? Although this might be... No, riposte is cancelled if the unit moves, right? And then all of these are going to move, so not best idea. Our armor's going to take a bit of a beating, and so is our health probably, but yeah, it shouldn't be that bad. Fuel connoisseur, alright, that's a good trait to have. And then this guy goes next, so in the 2 turns that we have, we need to engage him and hopefully get rid of him as well. Right, there's no real point in earning temporary valor points because we're full on real valor points, so we won't earn any just yet. Although... No, okay, we can do that later with you. Here, I think we move up with our new guy and try out his Pelum, and look at that. A good bit of damage, that. It's a very good bit of damage. And now, I think I have Frenzy, right? Because if I just give you a regular stab, that's not really going to do much. But if I Frenzy, I can kill you. Earn 1 temporary valor point back, and then go over here and stab this guy for a ridiculous amount of damage. Engage him and end the turn. Yes, I can. And then with this guy, I can go all the way over here and just shoot him dead at no risk of hitting our own guys, which is, I get the feeling it's one of those things I'm really paranoid of for no reason, but once it happens once and you understand the penalty of it, it's no longer for no reason, right? If that makes any sense? You could move out of the way, but I think we just end the turn here. Oh, I wonder, can we... Oh, can we not capture the Zealot? Ah, that's a shame. Actually, we probably could, but I don't have the chains, do I? Yeah, I'm gonna need chains for that, and I don't have any. Okay, so fix up the armor, take the things, and Inquisition Hamata. It's medium armor, right? Honestly, this gives +2 movement. It does. +9 guard, +10 armor. I like that. I like the look of it visually as well. Yeah, we're taking it. We are definitely taking it. Okay, good. Continue along. Where are we going exactly? Not this way, we should be going that way. Okay. Fair enough. And then... nimble fingers is fine, and we also have something to learn from the compendium. Go, yeah, honestly, prove the food thing, because we're just going to need more food as we go along. It's the one thing that is a constant. Like, absolutely all the time, forever, you always need food, so... yeah. Okay. Oh, well, that's interesting. Stuff to loot. Musical trinkets. Then... nothing over here, right? Not really. Inventory... we need an ornate key to open this up. Unfortunately, we don't have any. I'm wondering if we can... yeah, we can't cut wood, right? No. I mean... the trinkets are nice. It's a fair bit of money. For the future, although... wish I could cut some firewood and get some of that out of the thing too. Okay, and then there's another knowledge point I can spend. What do we spend it on? Let's go with grilled carp. Do I intend on finding grilled carp anytime soon? You never know. Gonna be a bit of a fight, isn't it? It's against several level 2 enemies. Now, we outnumber them, but only ever so slightly. Right. There's no point in trying to waste one of their turns, is there? Apart from maybe this guy. We could deploy... oh, if we can deploy all the way over here, maybe. But what's to stop him from just going to the outermost edge of his movement and shooting Commandlicious? The answer is not much. There's really not much stopping him from doing that. Can we hit him with the nuke from here? Would stop him dead to rights, basically. We can't. Okay. That's fine. It's not a big deal. I have an idea. Let's just see who goes first. So this poacher will go first. Okay, tell you what. Get here. Engage you. Just end the turn there. We don't need to do much. And then use the nuke. Put myself like this. And engage you. And now I can use both Bodymouth and Cod Orion as the rogue to deal damage to either of these two. Hold on, I'm going to need to damage this guy first. And it's a bit of a problem. I haven't really thought about that. But the reason I'm doing this is I'm putting the backs of the enemies facing the poacher. Right? And so, I mean, I could kill this guy as well with 2 lacerations. That might not necessarily be the worst thing in the world to do. Let's do it. We're going to need to camp soon anyway. So, 2 lacerations. Get out of the way. And then get over here. What do we think about that? Probably going to hit the nuke without much of a... oh, yes! Yes, that's what I was going for. So, basically I'm putting the backs of the enemies in his way, so there's a good chance that he hits his own troops. And that's exactly what happened, so... It's just huzzah is all I can say, right? Okay, next, I definitely need to engage the hoodlum. Then, I can't finish off with Wrath because you're not at 50% HP. So, Lazarus is going to take a hit. Yeah, I know, ouch, and all that. Not the most pleasant, but it's fine. Because in our very next turn, God Orion is just going to slice that guy's throat. We get Galvanization, Temporary Valor Point. Everything is fine, and then we get you. Move up. Shoot this guy in the face. End the turn. Okay, so we got to kill the poacher. Or he takes his turn. God Orion's going to be our dedicated poacher slayer. And then your opponents are demoralized and flee. Do you want to let them go and win the battle? I do. It's the chivalrous thing to do. Staying our ground just to, just to butcher the last defenseless guys a little bit. Not really our style, shall we say, if we're trying to be all valorous and, noble and chivalrous and all of that together. So, yeah, we're just gonna let him go. Besides, there is an achievement for that in the paths thing. Let people go as they're retreating, which I didn't know up until recently, so there you go. One of those caravans. I want to inspect this before we make camp for tonight. Oh, some materials, that's good. And then there's a thing over here, but we will get to that village in a little bit. We have some hay for myself. Lovely. Haystack. Although I could assign a companion here, couldn't I? Nah, we're pretty full on happiness and we get valor points from here. Yeah, I'd rather reduce the food consumption that we have. Over here, the abbot can sleep in the tent as well. Now let's see if there's any cooking to be done. No, we don't have any ingredients. Crafting. We can make one piece of rope. And then we can make the camp chest, but I don't need one. I have a few of lockpicks I have a few of already, so I don't need those. So what do we need? Sandstone, salt, iron ore, and that's about it for now. Alright, fair enough. Right, everyone's leveled up, correct? Correct. Right, that's about it. Let's rest. There's no wage to be paid. Food that we need, and... I mean... Got a lot of bread. Let's do it like this. A little bit extra food, but it's fine. We'll get some influence, we'll get over the happiness limit. Yeah, and there you go. Right. And Lazarus, our newest companion, has something to say. Not only am I a capable fighter, but I'm also an accomplished artisan. Who wouldn't want to marry me? Marry you? Sure. One relationship with close companions. You know what? Sure. There you go. Your relationship with the pony has increased. Okay. Okay. The pony. Sure. The pony. Not what I had in mind. That you would, make friends with the freaking pony. Fine. Not that I'm judging or anything. It's just that I don't know. Who am I? I mean, good question. Basically, right? Well, we're a bunch of mercenaries who were hired to kill you. Story. Yeah, I don't have anything else. That's it. Bunch of mercenaries came here from God knows where, hired to kill you. Good luck. I really don't have anything else to say. Not even a bunch of mercenaries, is it? That's the real kicker. Like 5 of us. But there is 3 of you, which gives us a numerical advantage, if my math is correct, which sometimes it is. Sometimes it's even correct, you would be shocked. Okay. Here's what we need. I need you to engage the sapper, but that's going to happen at the very end of the battle, because that sapper's the last to take her turn. So, Malicious is going to do that at the end of the turn, which gives us 4 companions to deal with 2 enemies. 1 legionary and 1... well, also legionary, but this one is named, so there you go. And the regular legionary takes his turn first. So, I'm wondering, just out of curiosity, because this is close enough for changing my mind, I can hit both. I will. That's all fine and dandy. And I'm just going to move you up here for a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't get to engage the legionary with this when I do an AoE attack, which may have been the superior choice here, all things considered. But given the fact that I can do Lacerate... yeah, let's do Lacerate. I probably should have done it there, but then I wouldn't have engaged him again, so... kind of a trade-off, right? And that's not even the boss, which is a bit worrying. Okay. Well, in that case, move up behind him. And you're dead. Good. Temporary valor point, and what do you get? You get valor points from killing people. Let's move you there, and end turn. Now, I need to engage that guy. So I guess that'll do. I want to move you like 1 bit over, but that's fine. And that is why Pelum is an amazing weapon. It's only level 2 on paper, but again, it's one of those things where it's a level requirement, not what level the weapon is. But yeah, like it's a level 2 weapon, and God, that is scary. Anyways, lastly, we'll get rid of you, and voila, right? Fairly easy. Now, we have this battle plate, it's level 1, it restricts movement a bit too much, I don't like it, so we'll be selling it later down the line. And we can just continue.
Mercenaries, I have bad news. There is no sign of the tax collector's carriage. I think the men you slaughtered were only patrolling the area.
Right.
But let's not dwell on such a trivial mistake. These people, may the light forgive me for saying this, they deserve to die. Worry not for your salvation. Killing heretics is not a sin.
Is it not? Okay, I mean, if the church approves it, it's not quite my idea of chivalry, but you're given the times and everything, the closest we can get to it, right? It's right here, so fair enough.
Black soldiers took quite a beating.
Yeah, that's... thank you very much for the wine. That's the main reason I've picked up this quest, because I'm all about giving power to the peasants, right? Because I'm sure they're tasked, to absolute hell and back with the war going on and everything, that this is quite a good bit of reprieve from them. On the other hand, bandits are not something that we're gonna have any sort of problems, morally speaking, fighting, and maybe sort of problems tactically as well, I don't think. Let's just engage this guy. Command Luscious is going to take a hit from the henchman. Whoa. Not that much damage. Okay. Fair enough. Next one is the Raider. He's the one that's going to take his turn next. Okay, I mean... It's not going to earn me any temporary valor points, but just shoot you in the back. Just end the turn there. Get Cod Orion. Stab you frontally. Sorry about that. Food delivery. Go back to here. There we go. Where were we? So, yeah, Cod Orion. Just gonna stab you in the face. Just enough damage. And now with galvanization, it's going to be trivially easy. Although, we do have two... Going to get a little bit further behind you to do more damage now. We do have two temporary valor points. There's no sense in not using them. We might as well use Frenzy to stab you once. That is just ridiculously brutal, honestly. And then, last but certainly not least, I'm going to take a lot of effort, but nice big swing there to finish everything off. These fights have been ridiculously easy. Like, way, way easier than the fights I've done in the other starting area, the default starting area of the game. And a part of me thinks it's my brilliant pacing that's doing this. Because, it's not that the game's easy, I get the feeling that I'm making it easy. You see this fight over here? Had we took this fight, I guarantee, well, I almost guarantee we would have lost someone. Which is why I chose to skip it until we have at least one more companion, right? Well, two more at that point. So there's definitely a fair few difficult fights for you to take. Boss fights are very difficult.
I can't keep jumping in fear at all.
Right, what about you?
It's my cellar, and I'll do whatever I want with it.
Damn it! They're my neighbors, my friends. You think they weren't here for me during the war?
Oh, I thought you had like some sort of stray animal down there. You meant... Right.
If you really want to make my selfish wife happy, give me some food so they don't go mad. Or timber, so we can reinforce the cellar door.
Listen, keeping them there is not something you should do. Give me the key.
Take this key and go slaughter my friends.
They're not your friends anymore, my friend. They really are not. And what you're doing is just needlessly putting yourself and your wife in danger. And so...
We are so hungry.
I know, you are so hungry. 7 plague-ridden ones. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There's the difficult fights. 5 of us, 7 of them. Holy Christ. Every time this unit engages in combat, it creates a pool of poison around them. Lovely. Perfect. Okay. A lot of them are in the back. And so... what's their movement range like? It's really not that good. Or is it just not that good because stuff blocking the way? No, genuinely it's not that great. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to put you over here. Not sure who goes when. You go second. That's a slight problem. Problem we can work around. This gives us a free turn, basically. This gives us a free turn of them approaching and us just not doing anything. That's good. I like this. So we're going to approach this guy. Stab, 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 stab. More problem. Okay. Okay, good. And then you. Gonna move you nowhere for now, because this guy doesn't take his turn yet, right? I know this guy doesn't take his turn now, but when he does, he's not going to be able to reach his friend over here. Okay. Let's just take advantage, rather take full advantage of the fact that we have these free turns. The poison's really, really not good, though. Okay, now you move up next to your friend. Shoot that one dead. And turn. Pretty valid point as well. And then now we have to actually get in there and fight. Well, not yet. We have one more turn to do that. I'm going to take a bit of poison. Stab you. Poison's going to actually heal that one, which is unfortunate. Although, in first aid you, remove the stacks of poison. And with the temporary valor points, it's not even going to cost me anything. Is it worth doing? Not sure, but not bad to do, certainly, right? Okay, now, and this is very important. We use you to get over here, poison along the way, and then you live up to your name again, Danuke, right? 11 damage, good. You can then lacerate, but I don't think I should do that yet, because next turn I can have you repeat that attack. Maybe not immediately, but I can have you repeat that attack and it'll do the same thing. Or not exactly the same thing, but it'll be similar enough. Still 2. This guy takes his turn next. I know that, but this is a bit too good not to do. And then you can lacerate afterwards, right? On this guy. Or, better yet, we let him take his turn, and we just dish out the absolute maximum amount of damage we possibly can with you. And take out like half the enemy's HP in this battle. Because they don't actually do a lot of damage, there's just a lot of them, and then they tend to build up poison, which is, I'm sure you can imagine, not ideal. Okay, next. Stabby stabby. And then, well, let me just end the turn there. It's admittedly not the best turn. You can engage. Put you out of the way first, but getting poisoned here was inevitable anyway. Nuke gets hit for 6. Ouch. There goes most of our armor. Watch it as it goes and all that. That's a slight issue. Go aim. Kill this guy. Move back here and end our turn to get the Valor point back. As for you, you're already poisoned, so stab him. Hey, stab him. Stab that man. And then I suppose I could... Oh, you know what? Definitely. Frenzy on that guy. Because you just kill him. It's 2 attacks, and it's basically free. The enemy are demoralized, you want to let them go? No, because they're zombies. If they were humans, I'd do it, but if I let them go, I get the feeling I'd be failing the task in many ways, right? Because the whole point is to get rid of all of them. You got plague infested. This unit must be healed before the next rest, otherwise they will be infected. Okay. We did not know that. So, stab. And could I heal you with the... Oh dear Lord in heaven. Oh dear Lord in heaven. Okay. Repair all the armor and continue.
I am so relieved you killed these monsters. Thank you. Let me pour you a drink. I was saving this for a special occasion.
Very appreciated. Thank you very much. What about the husband?
You should be ashamed of yourselves.
Really? That's what you think, really? Oh god. Yeah. Quickly sprint on over to these guys. Because I think they're the Inquisition, right? Yeah, they are. A cure for the plague. It's expensive, but I need one. There you go. And you, in exchange for giving me that, can have pretty much everything else that we've collected along the way. There you go. And then we go to you. Cure for the plague. Treat an injury. Yes. Alright. Saved. Saved. We're nearing our rest anyway, and there's no time to get you to a... Well, to a healing place of any description, really. So this is the best we can do. Work pony, carrying capacity increased by 10%. I would definitely classify myself as the workhorse of the group. Take that as you will. Okay, good. So that was this task done. We're still running around with the abbot, unfortunately, and so that leads me to believe we should go south, but also have to know that there's not that much down south, so go this way. One final battle before the next rest? I think so. And against 4 bandits is not particularly difficult, I would say. Of course, it depends on the sequence of turns they take. Oh, it's 2 poachers. This is going to be easy. Yeah, famous last words, etc., etc. I know, but it really should be easy. How are we going to do this? You attack him, you attack him, you attack him, and we're golden? Effectively speaking. We have 2 turns to get rid of this one, so... honestly... seems pretty decent. Unfortunately, all allied animals, like, see, like, I can do this, which is really funny, considering we have no allied animals whatsoever. But one day, right? Yeah, like, one day we will, hopefully. Okay, this does 12 to 15 damage, so... I needed a lucky roll for 13, and it didn't happen. I don't feel particularly horrible, because he does get 1 poison, and he's dead this turn anyway. But he took a stab at my guy, and I don't really appreciate that, so... take that as you will. Okay, this guy's next, so... Danuke can go... leave! And then... Laceration would kill him. Laceration will kill him. We're going to rest after this, and I'm going to regain a bunch of these Valor points. And honestly, that's kind of all that matters at this point. So, attack, slash. And the turn you're going to get punched for like 1 damage, which is hilarious. And then you just walk up to him and that is... You terrify me, you genuinely do. Bonus are demoralized and flee. Do we want to let them go? Yes, we do. Us being the ever noble... chivalrous knights that we are, right? Bear the armor. We have tons of points. I don't mind spending 1 on just 1 armor point, but hey. And then we get to Lazarus, and we get to an interesting question once again. It's one of those where I always pick this, and I haven't really thought about these two all that much. And there's kind of a reason for it, and I'm going to try and explain it. Herald is... I mean, it buffs everyone, so damage for next attack is increased by 50, Rallying Cry. This unit and all units in the area gain Fury. It's awesome. And I might go for it. I just might. Harpooner is good because it deals 8 damage to all units in the area and applies bleeding. It's like a throw, and it pierces through enemies. It's pretty good, and I really like it. I'm going to pick Herald for this one because I haven't played around with it that much. Here's the interesting one for me, though. Pikeman. Targets a specific area. When an enemy enters the area, perform 1 attack of opportunity and stop them in their tracks. Doesn't stop elites. This seems really, really, really good in certain situations and in certain warbands slash parties or whatever that rely on stopping the enemy. Like, this seems to work wonders in my head with the archer that's an infantryman, right? Is you sort of combine these two. You target the same area, and anything that enters the area is doomed. The problem is, my playstyle's a little bit more proactive than passive, and I think it doesn't lend itself well to this. I think this would be a lot more powerful later on in the game when the enemies get a lot tougher and you can't just kill them in the first turn. But early on, most of my builds, equipment, skills, character choices, everything revolves around killing the enemy before they get a chance to attack you at all. And that seems to have worked out relatively well for me up until like the mid-game, which is the most I've played of this game. And so I like that. And for that reason, I'm going to be going with Herald, because 50% damage is, I mean, it's pretty big, right? And I'm pretty sure it stacks on top of everything else. So, yeah, I reckon that's pretty good. So we're going to go into career plans. We're going to give you strength. 17 strength on you. Man, that is scary. 20 constitution, 17 strength. That is genuinely scary. That you are one terrifying individual. Alright, and there we go. So that was it. We're going to explore these mountains and forests and what have you eventually, but for now we're sticking to the main road. And we can make it a little bit up north before we have to camp. Where exactly are we going? Well, we're going this way, but as well explore the area, I reckon. And we can walk around for a teeny tiny bit more before we need to rest. There's no reason not to, because I don't think we're going to get involved in any combat over here. Okay, that's about as much as we can do for this. Turn, phase, this camping cycle, whatever you want to call it. So, we're going to get 2 valor points off of this. Puts us at 5. And that's it, right? Okay, not ideal. Let's put you in the tent as well, so we get an extra valor point like that. And then that's about it. no cooking to be done, unfortunately. Can make 2 bits of rope. Every bit helps and all that. And we can upgrade the cooking pot. It's wood and iron and 100 crowns. You know what? Definitely. Definitely upgrade it. And then we can also craft this brace. Good to know. Don't really need it. And I do have a ton of healing potions. Well, a ton. I have 2 healing potions, so... Good to know, but I'm not going to make it yet. Over to the compendium, we've learned how to make stuff again. Do we upgrade the tent? Honestly, yes. Lacking a few ingredients. We're lacking a few things to upgrade it, but we can do it later. And then let's just divvy up the food that we need. That'll do. We also need to pay wages. That's fine. Extra happiness. Extra experience. Lovely. There you go. Alright, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you all next time, when we will decide who gets to become the captain of the companion group. Oh boy, and God Orion has something to say. Well, we will see what we will deal rather with that, and the choice of captain next time. I don't believe the pony can be the captain, unfortunately. Not quite Nero's Rome, but yeah, we will see. Anywho, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Until then, have fun, take care, and bye-bye.